I'm very, very happy to introduce to you Swami Padmanabha. Oh no, see, I knew in front of you I would not be able to pronounce it. Swami Padmanabhanandaji.
Very good.
Swamiji was our previous General Secretary for many, many years. And he stepped down from that position last year, about a year ago, just over a year ago, and now is Vice President. And Swamiji has a very unique background. Unique because it's actually traditional. In the tradition, Swamiji, although professionally was a water engineer, he spent many years studying one-on-one with a guru and the scriptures. And in a village too, Swamiji, wasn't it?
Over. You are asking me something?
Yes, I was asking whether you studied the scriptures with your guru in a village?
Yes. Small village.
Yes. So anyways, Swamiji gives wonderful talks, and they are unique in and of themselves. So Swamiji, welcome. I'm so happy that you were willing to come, because Swamiji he hasn't been keeping good health, so we were really, really happy. I was very nervous whether Swamiji would speak this year. Thank you, Swamiji.
So let me settle. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Gungurubhyo Namaha Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha Om Gananam Tva Ganapadigum Havamahe Kabim Kavinam Upamastravastamam Jeshtadajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannudibhissi dasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Nidalambaya Tejase Om Yasyatmabhutasya Guru Prasadat Aham Vimuktasmi Samsara Bandhat Sarvopadeshtu Shivanandamurte Mridvagrijukmam Pranadosmi Nityam Dayasindhum Dena Bandhum Shastrartha Bodhana Patum Maskarindra Varam Naumi Sri Chidananda Sadgurum Om Praninam Dukkha Hartaru Jnanado Bhuvan Muktaye Shivananda Chidananda Ashraye Guru Sattamo Om Shantatmanam Pranadasulabham Siddha Vidya Prabhavam Baswadrubam Sugunanilayam Dvastakarma Divargam Prajnavritam Nija Samadrisham Taradam Tyagi Bhajyam Sakshat Isham Mamugurupadam Shivanandam Natosmi Shivanandam Natosmi Om. My pranams to all of you, and very good morning and greetings for Christmas and New Year. So usually for the Christmas retreat program, we have a theme. That will be general themes. This time is very unusually, it is a scriptural quote. Am I right?
Yes.
So normally they say some topic will be there. It will be, we call it as pop philosophy. That topics will be like that. But now, this time it is lead us from real to the unreal.
No, unreal to the real.
Huh? Unreal.
You're converting it into pop philosophy, Swamiji.
Okay. Lead us from unreal to real. So, the Asatoma Sadgamaya. So it is a scriptural topic. So I will share with you as it is prompted from within, based on scriptures only. Both the spiritual scriptures of the both West and the East. So this Asatoma Satgamaya lead us from unreal to the real. It is only the first line of the a mantra. There is three lines are there. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. All of you may be knowing this. So, lead us from unreal to the real, or from untruth to the truth, or from non-existence to existent. And then the second is Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, from darkness to light. And the third is from death to immortality. Mrityorma Amritam, from death to immortality. So only the first line is given, it's okay. This is from the Brihadaranya Upanishad, in the first chapter, and the third Brahmana. It is called Udgita Brahmana. Udgita Brahmana means, Udgita means actually raise the chanting with high voice. Also it means the breath. Udgita also means, different meanings are there. Udgita also means breath. Udgita also means Om. So it is Udgita Brahmana. And it is the 28th mantra. It is called Pavamana mantra. Pavamana means purificatory mantra. A mantra for purifying us. A mantra to make us more and more pure. So it is a purification chant. And also they call it as Pavamana Abhyaroha. Pavamana Abhyaroha means there is purification, and the purification, as you clean a vessel, as you keep on cleaning, it becomes more and more pure. Suppose if something is dirty, a mirror is dirty, then you put some soap and other things and wipe it out. And then with water you wipe, and then with a dry cloth you wipe. So as you keep on cleaning it, the more and more you clean, and it shines more and more. Aroha means raising, climbing up, lifting. Abhyaroha means it lifts you. It lifts you. So this purification is to lift you to a higher level. From what level you are, from there to lift you up. That is what is called Abhyaroha. It is a chant for purifying us increasingly, raising the level of purity. So that is what is this three mantras say. So Asatoma Sadgamaya, then this one level of purification you obtain. And Tamasoma Jyotirgaya is another level of purification. And Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya is a third level of purification. But the process of purification is same only. So you keep on cleaning the mirror, just you rub it, it won't be very clean. You keep on rubbing it and then little pressure you rub. So the process of rubbing is same and the methodology is same, everything is same. But the time you spend makes it more clean. So there is one factor which makes it more clean. Likewise, these three are only one only. Asatoma satgamya, tamasoma jyotirgamya, murtyorma amritangamya. All are purificatory mantras, chants for purification. But it keeps on lifting you from the level of purity will be increasing actually. There will be more and more purity actually. So that is actually the purpose of this chant actually. So it is chanted by a particular priest. So when they say that you chant this Pavamana Abhyaroha, then this mantra is chanted. So here our theme is lead us from unreal to real. Asatoma Sadgamaya. So asat means non-existent, unreal. And sat is real. And the next is tamas. Tamas is also unreal only. It is not there. Light alone is there. Absence of light is tamas. And the third is make me from mortal to immortal. Free me from fear of death. I am a mortal. I have an end. I will die. I don't want to die. So make me immortal. Make me immortal. That is the prayer. And it is a meditation also. It is a prayer, it is a meditation. The process of meditation will make us more and more pure. The meditation is on the prana. Prana means actually the breath. Breath, don't think breath is this breath. My breath. You don't have such a thing as called my breath. Nobody can say, I am breathing. Are you breathing? You say, yes, I am breathing. You are not breathing. Breathing is happening. Breathing is not, you are not doing the breathing. All other things you do. If you are hungry, you have to eat. You have to pick the food and put it into your mouth. If you want to go somewhere, you have to walk. But breathing, you are not doing, it is happening. It is happening actually. So that breath is not under our control. It is the day we start with breathing and we end with breathing. The life is when breathing starts, the life begins. And when breathing ends, the life ends. So breathing and life are synonyms in one way. Prana and life are synonyms. Yes, breathe last, they say. So mortality and immortality are connected with prana. I will come to this prana, what is this prana later on. You have a concept that prana means this breathing. And breathing, you have got a very crude concept. That concept is not told here. Our breath, my breath and your breath are not different breath. I breathe the air, the same air you are also breathing. The same air, it goes and comes out, it goes into another person's. The dog breathes, the cat breathes, the mosquito will be breathing, and we are breathing. What difference is there? We all are breathing. The mosquito breathes. The tiger breathes. And You and I also breathe. We all have the same breath. So it is something universal. It is not something personal. Your hand is your personal thing, my hand. You cannot say my breath like that. Think about it. I am breathing all these yoga exercises, breathing what breathing exercises. Breath is common, and only it is, you just try to middle with that. When you middle with that, you have to stop all other work. When you middle with that prana, which is naturally going on, which is under the control of God, if you middle with that, then you have to stop all other work. And this breathing adjusts according to our condition also. If you are more active, the breath will be short. If you are more relaxed, the breath will be long. When you are running, so according to the metabolic activities, the breath will also automatically adjust. We are not doing anything. It is all happening. If it doesn't happen, what will happen? Huh? If it doesn't happen, it is heart attack. So that breath has something to do with the universal. It has not something to do with the individual. It is not personal, it is impersonal. The breath is impersonal. Breath, we don't call it as breath, we call it as prana. Prana is, the English translation is breath, vital air, vital force, something that they use a word. Unless we become familiar with the word and what connotation we want to give to that terminology, that we have to give. Otherwise it will mean something else also. So it is a meditation on the prana. And prana, it's a meditation for to become immortal. The paradox is, we have a dichotomy actually here. We live in this world. This world is called Martya Loka. Martya Loka means a place where everything dies. Everything is born here to die only. It is a world of mortals. Martya means one who has have the nature of, or the characteristic of that is death, end. So this world is called Martya Loka, and we are all called Martya. Humans means what? One who is destined to die today or tomorrow or after so many years. So we are here, we are mortals, and we make a prayer to become immortal. This prayer is, we are mortals, but we want to become immortal. This is the dichotomy actually. We know we will die, but we don't want to die. Nobody believes that I will die. We have plans. After 6 months, what we should do. Sometimes people they write, Swamiji, we have a program and you book our rooms now, so that we will come after 6 months. What is the guarantee that we will be able to come there? But we do like that. We have all securities, plans, long-term plans and short-term plans. So in the Mahabharata, there is an interesting story it is called Yaksha Prashna, which is the biggest wonder in this world. Somebody asked, which is the biggest wonder? So then they say, every day we see that people are dying. Death is happening before our eyes every day. We see that. We see our neighbors, somebody dies. Our parents have died. Others have died. So we see death every moment, but we don't think we will die. never that thought comes in our mind that we will die. We don't want to entertain that thought. We know very well that we will die. Because of that, we make all securities. Insecurity feeling is there. Another name of death is insecurity feeling. Another name of death is fear. You have fear. You have insecurity feeling. A small pain is there, maybe heart attack. I want to check. Swamiji, please take me to. After a big lecture on immortality, if there is a small pain, the Swamiji will say, some pain is there. Why not we see the cardiologist? So we know death is imminent and death is unavoidable. But still, we want to be free from death. We want to be immortal. Similarly, we want to be always happy. Sukham me bhuyat. Always I want to be happy. I don't want pain and sorrow. But we see pain and sorrow. But we want to be happy only. So, why we are afraid of death? Because death is painful. Although we do not we have no experience of death, we know very well that it is painful. That is perhaps the biggest pain. I don't want to leave this place. I want to be here only. So that's the biggest pain. So we want to we want to be immortal. We don't want to die. Mrityorma amritam gaviya. Lead me from death to immortality. So that is the ultimate prayer. So we want to become immortal. Why this dichotomy? We know very well that we will die, and also we want to be immortal. If that is not possible, we would not have entertained this desire. If something is not unknown to us, we cannot think about it. We think about only known things. Something totally, absolutely unknown. Something which is not at all existing, which is a non-entity, we cannot think about it. So, somehow, there is deep within you a faith that I am immortal. I have no death. And the other feeling is also there. Some other faith is also there. There is a clash of faith. I am immortal. I will live forever. That's also there. Something tells you that I will die. Something tells you that my nature is bliss. I am Ananda Swarupa. It is all your experience. Do you ask anyone, are you happy? Yes, very happy, Swamiji. Everything is fine. First he will sign because we have been meeting so many people. They come here. Where are you from? I am from States. I belong to this place only. I went there. I am everything is fine, Swamiji. Very good, everything is very good. And he keep on talking it. And then, but Swamiji, this problem is there. So everything is fine is also true. Something is problem is also there. That is also true. It is not that he tells a lie in the beginning or tells a lie in the afterwards. There are two sides of that coin. You are mortal and immortal together. You have pain and pleasure together. Yeah, I do not know whether you can follow this example. Suppose if there is a magnetic piece, iron piece, a long piece, which is a magnet. One end of that will be a north pole and the other end will be a south pole. Okay? Understand this example? Suppose if you cut it in the middle, so the first piece is there. So first piece, the north end remains the same, and this will be the first piece, this other end will be the south pole. In the second piece, which is the north pole, this will be the north pole and this will be the south pole. You understand what I say? You give me this pen. Suppose if it's a magnet and this is the north pole and this is the south pole. You cut it here. If you cut it here, then it has become two pieces. So this is the north pole, this will be the south pole. So in this piece, this is again north pole, this is south pole. Okay? Huh? So every north pole coexists with south pole. Here it is north pole. If you cut it here, this will become south pole. And this end, which is just the next molecule after that, will be a north pole. So north pole and south pole coexist. Those which are apparently contradicting each other, they will coexist. The pain and pleasure will coexist. Death and immortality will coexist. So that is the dichotomy we have actually. There is contradictions, and the contradictions coexist in you. Have you analyzed this actually? You have to analyze it. Vedanta is not easy actually. Vedanta is a very dry and analytical subject. Actually. Pop philosophy is easy. That is something you can say blah, blah, blah. Vedanta is very logical actually. Indian philosophy is very logical. So there is a contradiction. The reconciliation of that contradictions is the liberation actually. You have contradictions. That contradictions are incessant. So many contradictions are there in us. Every moment we are passing through that contradictions. So the rishis who have gone through this, they say, Yasmin viruddhagati yohi anisampatanti. The apparent contradictions, they are not real contradictions, they are apparent contradictions. They are continuously falling on the same thing. That base, that benchmark, where all these contradictions are reconciled, that is your real nature. That is that immortality. Immortality and mortality has to be reconciled at one place. That is we call it by the name immortal. So this dichotomy is there in us actually. So we have a mix-up of the positive and the negative, the plus and the minus. We have a mix-up of all pairs of opposites. So now, for example, someone asks you to introduce yourself. She has introduced me. Suppose if Mataji was asked to introduce herself, so how she will introduce? I am Swami Amrita Rupa. Okay? I am Swami Amrita Rupa, she will introduce. Why do you say I am Swami Amrita Rupa? The very same thing is there in the Indian philosophical scriptures. Ahamasmi. When you are asked to introduce, you say, I am Swami Amrita Rupa. Your name is Amrita Rupa. In India, we are not expected to say our name. You do not know? I will tell you, make you understand.
First time hearing.
When Swami Chidananda Maharaj, when he introduces himself, how he will introduce himself? This servant of Gurudev. He will not say, I am Swami Chidananda. Unless he goes to the passport office, he has to say that. Visa people. Otherwise, he will say, this servant of Gurudev. Normally, we are expected not to say our name. We should not say the name of the Guru, Atmanama, Gurur Nama. They will not call the name, son by the name. Traditional people, they will not do. Maybe because of secular reasons, some other they may do now. Normally, they are not expected to say their name, the name of that Guru, name of their son. So when Sri Ramachandra goes to forest, he meets so many people. In the Valmiki Ramayana, when you see that, you will find that then naturally he has to introduce himself. Then he will say, Ramo Nama Janeshrutaha. They call by the name Rama. They call me by the name Rama. He doesn't say that I am Ramachandra, son of Dasharatha. He will not say like that. People call me by the name Rama. So we don't say the name because our name is not that. Our name is I am. Because you know that you may be, because it's a Christmas retreat, I will bring little of the Bible and also little of Vedanta also. You know, Moses goes to meet God. So when Moses was to meet God, Moses went there and then he says, God says that Moses, you are in the most holy place. Remove your sandals. And then this discussion was there. The commandments were given. Then Moses asked God, what should I say if they ask me your name? What should I say if they ask me your name? God said, I am the eternal God. So tell them the Lord, whose name is I am, has sent you. This is my name forever. And it is the name that people must use now on. This is my name forever. And it is the name that people must use now on. So you are using that name. But you are added the master also in that. The mortal and the mortal you have added. Knowingly or unknowingly you have added actually. Okay?
Although Amrita Rupa,
Eh?
Amrita Rupa is the immortal.
Amarta Rupa is not immortal. Amarta Rupa is this body actually. The immortal has no name. His name is Amar. Rupa is not immortal, you know.
No, but Rupa is the form of immortal.
Rupa means as a reflection. Amrita is okay. Amrita Rupa, she looks like a immortal. You look like immortal, but you are not really immortal. You are the mirror image. Okay. Now, now actually what happened? So we want to come out of this dichotomy. I am so and so, you know. That I am only I am. I am not so and so. I am immortal only. The so and so makes us mortal actually. So we have to move from that concept of I am so and so, from that I am the divine. Because basically we are divine. So the Asatoma Satkamaya is a meditation on the prana. It's a prayer, it's a meditation, it's a chant, it's a meditation. It's a meditation on the prana. And what is prana? This breath. Breath is, on the sixth day God made man in his own image and breathed into him the life. So the breath, your breath, is what he has breathed into. And in the Upanishads also, Tat Srishtva Tadeva Anupravishat Tad Anupravishya Satchatyacha Bhavati, like that. So having created, then the Lord entered into him. Entered into him. Sat Srishtva, having created that, he entered into him. The same thing is told here. Having created man and breathed into him the life. Your life is his breath. The life is you, not the reflection, not the rupa. Okay, so that actually that the breath is his breath. So we contemplate on that breath actually. You contemplate on that breath means you connect yourself to your real nature actually. I don't say that you are connecting yourself to God. That is, you are that breath. So God in you actually. God with us. So we call it as the immanent reality. The immanent. God is not only transcendent, but it is immanent. He is very much there in every one of us, in everything here. Not only living beings, even other things also. So we call it as Sarvabhutantaratma. He only is there here. Nothing other than God is here. Everything is God here. The world is God. Whatever we see is God. All these names and forms are God. Let us behold thee in all these names and forms. Gurudev says. So whatever we see here is that only. God will be interacting with God only. So it is a meditation on that. Breath means it is a meditation on your inner reality. So that we will come out of this paranoia that I am martyr. Paranoia, you understand? Yes. This is a wrong understanding, a psychological error that I am mortal. You are not that. Somehow you thought like that. You are thinking like that. So there is a wrong concept that I am so and so. You are not so and so. Your breath is his breath. He is breathing through you. God is very much there in you and he is pulsating in you. In every breath he is working. In all your activities he is involved. In your thought process. So he is there in your thought process, in all your actions. Whatever you do, your thinking process. So you have to recognize that. You have to recognize that you are not recognizing it. You have forgotten your real identity. You are under amnesia. Your real identity you have forgotten. Something you have added on your own. So, but deep within you have the faith that I am immortal. My nature is Ananda. Deep within it is already there. So reminding of you again and again that I am the child of God. Swamiji used to address, he is children of God. So those words you have to really contemplate and meditate upon that. When He has created us, He has no other raw material to create us. Some raw material, like a potter make a pot, He has not made us. He Himself has become this. It is not creation actually, He has manifested. The God has manifested as this world. This world is God. So we have to seek that actually. Contemplate on in your silent prayers, in your muttering and in your silent prayers. You should connect to that inner reality which is full of bliss and immortal. You have to connect to that actually. So that is actually this pavaman, that is purification. Some unwanted dust is there. So that you have to remove. That's why the pavamana. These are called 3 pavamanas. Asatoma satgamaya is one pavamana. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya is another pavamana. Murtyorma amritam gamaya. So 3 levels from identification of the body and its name. Whether your mind has got a name, your thought process has got a name. No. Only the physical body has got a name. Your thought process, we don't give a name. Your intellectual functions has no name. Your intellectual function is different from somebody's intellectual function. Your thoughts are different from another person's thought. So we don't separate like that. We separate each other based on the body only. We are space-bound by, the name only makes us space-bound. You are occupying in a particular space and I am occupying another space. So you have got one name, I have got another name. Whichever occupies a space is you have got a name, glass, mic. So all the Namarupas are only the name, the name of space only. Space is given the name. Space is ultimately a manifestation of God. So a meditation of the supreme reality which you are, that has to be, it's done at 3 levels here. Firstly, to remove that, you go beyond this space concept. And then you go beyond the time concept. Time, kala. Kala and desha. Space and time. And all our mortality or good or bad, everything is within the space-time only. Everything is space-bound here. Whatever we know is space-bound. And whatever we know is time-bound. Beyond space and time, we do not know anything. And beyond space-time, we enjoy every day. During deep sleep, you neither have a concept of space nor time. So you can't say that space, beyond space-time there is nothing you can't say. It is there. Beyond space-time is the deep sleep experience. That is the most blissful thing. If that is not there, we will go still mad. What's more than this? You go more mad. So that God experience, almost very identical to God experience you have during deep sleep. So beyond space-time concept. So these 3 chants, Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Murtyorma Amritam Gamaya, is all meditation on that supreme reality. The theme chant is to remind us of our real nature. We are children of the divine. You are divine. May you all hear that clarion call of the divine. Ye children of immortality, ye children of divine, you hear that call and recognize it. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. It was such a beautiful talk and really food for thought. And when you spoke about the dichotomy, you spoke, and especially, I think, when you're saying our experience is death. Our experience is death.
Not experience.
Or,
Our
yes,
experience
yes.
of death, you will not have experience of death.
No, but sorry, I'm not using the right word. We want to live, but we see death all around
We
us.
see death everywhere.
Yeah, we see death everywhere, but we
But
want
we
to
do
be
not know it
immortal.
is painful. But
Yeah.
somehow we know that it is painful.
Yes.
Okay?
And
And we don't want to die.
Yes, yes. And then the other one, we see unhappiness everywhere, but we want to be happy.
Yeah.
But this, what you said was, the very fact that we want to be happy, that we want to be immortal, is because deep within we know the truth.
Yeah.
That is what to contemplate, because it's so hard to believe it, and yet the very fact.
If it is
Yeah.
not possible,
Yeah.
if immortality is not possible, how can people think that I can be immortal?
Yeah, that is very profound. I think very profound, and thank you so much for
If
bringing this out.
something not possible, nobody will think about it.
Yeah.
If it is not at all possible, the intellect can think only what is possible.
Yeah.
Even scientific findings also may not be there, but you found out that it is there. So it is somebody's faith that only brings out that. The person who has found out anything new, any invention, so it is possible, he thinks it is possible. So the possibility, the thought is there. So similarly, immortality is possible, he thinks actually.
Yes. And then
So it is possible.
And then all the sadhana makes sense.
Eh?
All the sadhana, the purification processes, make sense with that.
Okay.
Makes sense. Thank you so much, Swamiji. But pointing that out was most profound.
Which one?
Pointing that if we weren't experiencing immortality, if we weren't experiencing bliss, we would not want it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was very.
It
At
is
least
not
for me,
anything mine,
that
actually.
was very.
Whatever it is.